Welcome to another top pick based on originality, condition, and price. Our feature car today is a 1977 Pontiac Bonneville. You're going to like this one, folks. My name is Rob Lofaris. You're watching Rob's Top Car Picks. Let's go check this car out. I found this car on Facebook Marketplace last night. It's a 1977 Pontiac Bonneville Brougham. It's got 50,000 miles. That's low miles if it's original. Seller's asking 10,500. It's based in New York State. It's a nice one, folks. Sometimes I find cars, I call it a quick find on my Facebook page. And a quick find is something like I was mobile, I was driving somewhere and I stopped and this car came up and rather than write a whole story about it, I just posted very quickly. And the car has really no write up and only 3 photos. And sometimes those type of ads intrigue me the most because some people just don't spend the time or know how to sell a car to really maximize its price. So let's dive into this car a little bit and I'll take you through the ad and we'll have a little discussion about it. So this is very typical of Facebook Marketplace. It's very easy to snap some photos on your phone and put this car, and post it and not write anything about it. So here's a car that is one of those examples. It was listed 2 weeks ago. It's in Rochester, New York, which is, of course, a beautiful place of New York State, but it's known for its weather. But this car looks like it's been garaged all these years. We don't know much about this car. We don't know how this person has acquired it, if they're a dealer, if they're a private owner. And that's one of the things about Facebook Marketplace that, there's not much to go on other than a few photos here. But why did this car attract my attention? Well, it's a 1977. That's first of all. If it has 50,000 original miles and he's asking $10,500, for me, it's definitely worth $8,000 with that miles. And it's a very nice platform and something that you don't see too often. And a few photos that included in this car, the Brougham had the alloy wheels, has the white wall tires. It's got the side skirts that are really nice, and it was a very elegant looking car for its time, and an extremely well riding car as well. You can really enjoy this car. So the few photos that are here give me the impression that this car is in very nice condition and original condition, not something that's been repainted and things like that. And the interior also gives me a nice view of that as well. And then you can look at the dashboard. Dashboard's really clean. It's got the old-fashioned J.C. Whitney, steering wheel cover we used to put on in those days. But the dashboard looks very original. The seats look very nice. Doesn't look like the car has extreme wear and tear. A little dirty on the carpet, but that maybe this person is the one of the original owners, and a dealer probably would have cleaned this carpet a little better just for the photos. And it has these little pegs here. I don't know if you can see it, but these little plugs here. And those plugs, those black plugs, when you see black or red plugs around the sills, those were rust proofing systems, things that people bought when these cars were new. Jones, or I'm trying to think of all these other rust companies that they had back in those days. But uh, they really worked. They cost $200-300 back then when you bought a car, and the dealer made almost pure profit on it because just the chemical. But what they did was they put these small holes around the sills and in the rear quarter panels and all that, on the inside, the trunk areas, and they sprayed this like an oil base undercoating inside these areas that really did a good job in keeping the moistures out. And so when you find cars with these red or black plugs around the sills and all that, there's a good chance you're going to find a car that is somewhat rust free. There's another one right here. You can see right here in the B pillar. I don't think that's a factory plug. I think that's something from the rust proofing. So that kind of turns me on a little bit too. So this car might be indeed be a rust free car. No engine photos, no undercarriage photos, no rear seat photos. You got nothing to go on here, folks. This is Facebook. The only thing you have to go on is it's a nice model year. It's a good car. It's a good price to start off with. I think it's worth probably about $8,000, depending on the condition of the car once seen. What I normally do is I go into the Facebook seller and I'll look at who this person is just to see if this person's legit. Um, I don't know. She's got 173 friends. I've been hacked. Oh, this is not good. She was hacked back in January of 19. Do not accept the friend request from me. That means she probably didn't set up her, she doesn't use Facebook that often. When people get hacked, that means they're not using their Facebook. So somebody in the family asked her to put this car online. I don't believe she's a dealer. So she might be selling this car for somebody, or in fact, she was hacked and this is a bogus ad. But in any regard, you don't know until you make the inquiry. And you certainly don't want to do anything, deposit money and things like that without first seeing the car in person and all that. So, again, a nice car, a unique car, questionable seller, just basically been on Facebook since 2019. And she said a Facebook page was hacked. Again, Facebook is worse than Craigslist, folks. If you don't believe me, you got to live it to believe it. But anyway, a nice looking car, a good asking price to start off a conversation, likely a legitimate seller. So you got to make the inquiry, send them a Facebook message and say, hey, I'm interested in knowing about the car, how long you've owned it. That's the first question I ask and see where they go from there. Anyway, that wraps up our top pick for today. If you like this car, please go to our Facebook page. You can do that by going to our YouTube channel here, the front page of the YouTube channel. There's our link to Facebook. It's kind of cool. And you can join the conversation. Please subscribe to this channel as well. We appreciate all the support we receive. We just started this channel recently, and we already have 237 subscribers, and we're closing in on 1 million subscribers real soon. And anyway, thanks very much for joining me and your support, and we'll see you again on another Rob's Top Car Picks. Have a great day. Bye.